on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeps it moving. It's Davison. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the game.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing more. Out wide right, it's Stewart. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The run inside. It's Bishop. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. give to the running back. Taken down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Quickly to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Right side, it's Jackson. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
In college football, you see this a ton now, and you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick give. It's Hill. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Off play action. Rush is on. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Right back to it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he could have stopped the drive right there with the pick, but he couldn't hold it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the try is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but...
Snags it, and he's open. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Vols have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. Runs through a tackle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with the back. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
And you need a huge play on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out wide left, it's Bishop. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right side, it's Jackson. Plows through the defense. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running inside, it's Davison. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Rides to the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the Temple Owls. And it's the Owls sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back-to-back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Out wide right, it's Staley. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Left side is Bishop. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore, keeping his eyes downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far on every...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is...
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Hits inside, it's Hill. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hits the hole, it's Davison. Looking for room at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him.
Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's on the ropes. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This offense will get a second chance for a touchdown after the roughing the kicker penalty. Instead of trying to tie the game, they'll try to take the lead. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's past the sticks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dante Moore unloads it left. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Moore from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Moore. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays on.
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws to the back. Gets a hand in there.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball raining out of bounds.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Again, it's Moore. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Breaks into the open. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Changing the routes with his receivers. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires left. He's got an open man. Touchdown Volunteer! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And he tacks on the extra point. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Moore. Looking down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He's looking deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Finds some room. At the 30. 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Moore with the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
In the gun on third down, Moore. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's Moore to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore to the air again. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time helped force the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Moore. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. They get to him as he throws. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set.
Man,
time to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Right side, it's Bear. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Calls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dante Moore. What a nice fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. The defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row? Crazy. This defense now needs to key on him. They've got to be communicating, hey.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Now here's Moore. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Again, it's Moore. Into the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Moore moves to his right. Out wide right, it's Stewart. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Gordon. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Looking for room. It's Gordon. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's Moore to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle. All Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the UCLA Bruins and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Cougars want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The fake and wants to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick give. Turning it on. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Woods. And he's still running after the move. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The quick game, and it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Imaliava. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
All over him immediately.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got him in the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Long way to go on second down. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
There he goes to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And he gets it away.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the back. There he goes. He's got enough. The 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Under pressure. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Into the house. Touchdown, UCLA! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the return, it's Bachmeier. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip.
Makes a grab down the middle. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Cougar. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
They're all over it. Right side, it's Knight. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Going long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Runs through the tackle. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Working the ground game. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
BYU has this offense clicking. To the ground, he's got it again. Maybe a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, BYU! He got a step and just dusted the field. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Deep in the end zone, it's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Rush right in his face. Got him downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to think taking a chance like that.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. In traffic, it's Bachmeier. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get him.
Makes a grab and room to run. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Fires to the middle. Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just smothered on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Colorado taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buffs with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking for space. It's Knight. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Fires to the right. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Breaks into the open. Just plowing ahead. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Out wide right, it's Casper. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. They'll take the penalty and move them back. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Go straight ahead.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this.
Touchdown, Cougars! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Turning it on, the 50. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Swamped immediately.
And that's back-to-back frustrating runs for this offense, man. They've got to do a better job. The big hog mollies up front. They got to create some lanes, somewhere to go. Now this offense is backed up in a 3rd down and long situation where they know they got to throw the football.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Cuts it upfield. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Ellis. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Inside the 10-yard line, is shoved out of bounds at the 9. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running to the left. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They've got a little more work to do after that holding call at 2nd and long. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Say it in the gun on third down. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. There he goes! Touchdown Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Left side, it's Knight. On the sweet spin, and he's free. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Throwing, Imaliava. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and long here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Going to throw it deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Sees an alley. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop right there.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Behind your crease, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, it's Knight. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. This crowd knows when to bring it. Now, Iamaleava rushes on. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Finds his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about...
Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, BYU! They move on top here on the 4th. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck,